explore the complex relationship between America and India as seen through the eyes of tech giant Tim Cook and top economist Dr. Samir. Dr. Samir discusses the strong relationship between America and India, mentioning Tim Cook's decision to continue iPhone production in India despite Trump's threats. He highlights an AI summit where major tech leaders stood alongside India's Prime Minister, indicating significant economic opportunities for the country. Dr. Samir emphasizes India's position as a leader in data consumption and mentions how Indian data supports global digital platforms. Dr. Samir explains that India holds sensitive financial data of major German auto manufacturers, unlike China. He highlights India's significant contribution to global GDP growth at 17%, surpassing China's despite a smaller economy. Dr. Samir lists 3 key areas for India to focus on to achieve its development goals by 2047. The current US administration openly favors Pakistan over India, disregarding Indian interests. Dr. Samir discusses the growing positive sentiment towards India and the US, citing Tim Cook's decision to continue iPhone production despite Trump's threats. He mentions the AI summit where major tech figures stood alongside Indian Prime Minister, emphasizing India's appeal as a tech and economic opportunity. Dr. Samir discusses debatability of AI policies, highlighting India's prominence in the sector. Dr. Samir advises Indians to communicate this positive relationship with Americans. He concludes by stating that India and America share a future and should continue engaging truthfully. He mentions that Donald Trump's presidency threatened this arrangement but did not fully derail it. Dr. Samir argues that relationships, including the transatlantic one, are fragile and need sustainable projects to thrive. He concludes that without a successful big project like the civil nuclear agreement, both the arranged marriage and love marriage failed. Dr. Samir advises prioritizing relationships with future leaders and the next presidency in 2 years. He advocates for a more proactive approach in the United States, emphasizing the importance of presence across all states. Dr. Samir outlines upcoming events and initiatives to strengthen India's presence in the US, including conferences and days in various cities. Dr. Samir discusses the importance of engaging with American Congress members during his visit to Hawaii. Dr. Samir highlights India's significance for top technology companies due to its purchasing power potential. He then shifts focus to India's energy, food and commodity consumption, ranking among top producers globally. Dr. Samir asks about India's strength, mentioning data consumption. He explains India leads in data usage, attracting tech companies seeking access to this resource. Dr. Samir compares data to key resources of past industrial revolutions, emphasizing its importance for future technologies. He questions whether India is fairly utilizing this resource or becoming like African countries exporting raw materials while value creation happens elsewhere. Dr. Samir emphasizes the double-edged nature of India's role in global data economy. He explains that while India benefits economically from its large data market, it also underwrites others' growth and security. But Dr. Samir concludes that India's attractiveness lies in its vast and growing data market. He emphasizes the importance of data production over viewer count in gaining audience loyalty. Dr. Samir discusses China's ban on certain platforms and highlights India's advantage due to its size. Dr. Samir discusses the importance of size in global markets, noting that it matters significantly. Dr. Samir explains how Indian user growth boosts stock prices on platforms like Nasdaq despite not generating revenue. He gives an example of a platform gaining 40 million users in India, which impacts its valuation differently from paying users. But Dr. Samir concludes that tech companies benefit twice, through higher stock valuations and lower costs for Indian users compared to Western ones. But Dr. Samir discusses the consistency of India's global proposition, emphasizing it should not change. But Dr. Samir emphasizes making rational choices for India's benefit. But Dr. Samir provides an example using Mozep.io to demonstrate the reach of India's digital ID system. He highlights the widespread use and international impact of India's digital solutions. Dr. Samir discusses the importance of an economic proposition alongside conversations to build trust and relatability. Dr. Samir highlights India's growing influence on the African continent, countering Chinese dominance. He references his engagements in various global forums to build international relations and economic propositions. Dr. Samir emphasizes the importance of being relatable and having a credible offer for trust building. He explains that offering choices is crucial as people seek alternatives to single powers like America or China. He compares China's contribution, noting that while it is higher, much of its growth benefits itself rather than the world economy. He challenges the belief that China's influence is greater, stating it surpasses both the US and EU combined. Dr. Samir concludes by emphasizing India's potential as a rational choice due to its significant economic strength. Dr. Samir discusses India's reliability as a partner, emphasizing rationality and consistency. Dr. Samir concludes that India has always played a crucial role in fostering equitable trading relations. Dr. Samir discusses how the world views India's IMC project more positively than China's BRI. He explains that European countries are eager to join the IMC initiative, unlike with the BRI. He explains India's ability to host diverse foreign ministers from different countries in dialogue. Dr. Samir asserts India's capability to convene global conversations without playing games, focusing on its own future. He highlights the progress made with GST, but emphasizes that a comprehensive free trade agreement within India remains crucial. He concludes by noting that India's digital transformation post 2016 is only now making the largest part of its economy visible and integrated. Dr. Samir emphasizes the complexity of India's journey towards superpower status, highlighting various aspects like free trade agreements and self-investment. He concludes that maintaining a strong relationship with such nations is crucial for India's development. He highlights that international climate finance has been minimal, with most green investments staying within India. Dr. Samir emphasizes India's self-reliance in its green revolution, funded by both domestic and international investments. Dr. Samir discusses the potential benefits of international investment, noting a 0.5% growth pump. He explains that making India an investable story will attract domestic and international funds seeking additional opportunities. He draws parallels between India's current economic position and this example, suggesting similar growth potential. Dr. Samir emphasizes the importance of India investing in itself to achieve such growth, comparing its GDP to adding a South Africa annually. He concludes by urging India to position itself as an opportunity for international investors, much like Vietnam. Dr. Samir criticizes India's tendency to question foreign investments, suggesting a re-evaluation is needed. He proposes that if India invests in itself globally, it will attract more international investment, questioning the need for extensive international relations efforts. Dr. Samir discusses India's plans to secure lithium for electric vehicle production through exploration licenses and acquisitions abroad. He notes that Argentina is becoming a key focus for Indian foreign policy due to its potential in lithium resources. He draws a parallel to China's global engagement, highlighting how it has been a major player in regions like the Indo-Pacific. Not just focusing on the US, India needs to increase its commitment and investment in global relationships for long-term strategic benefits. Dr. Samir argues that Indonesia is a crucial future partner despite its current marginal role in Indian imagination. He emphasizes the strategic maritime location of Indonesia, sharing key passages like Malacca Strait with India. Dr. Samir discusses the strategic importance of Central Asia, particularly Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. He highlights Uzbekistan's rich resources like gold, rare earth metals, and other materials. India must focus on nation building through infrastructure, energy, roads, sports, and electronics, requiring significant material inputs. Dr. Samir suggests India should be present in Central Asia, Russia, Africa, and the Luto corridor to secure necessary resources. Today's capital offers low returns, but India could be an exciting investment opportunity. India's young population and ancient civilization are seen as positive factors. Dr. Samir highlights how young Indians believe their future will be better than the past, a unique factor in India. Dr. Samir discusses how India's long history can sometimes hinder progress. He believes India will regain its position as a top economy within 50 years. Dr. Samir suggests focusing on the future rather than past achievements to motivate youth. He advises balancing respect for history with forward-looking strategies for the next 50 years. He emphasizes India's survival through multiple destructions and its current population strength. Dr. Samir discusses how India's legacy allows it to focus on the future, not its past. He credits these family elders for exposing him to different narratives and experiences. Dr. Samir shares his formative years in Nagpur, influenced by stories of heroes like Shivaji. These tales included themes of bravery, treachery, romance, and cultural lessons that shaped Dr. Samir's values. Dr. Samir explains how these stories coded his operating system, teaching him to be cautious yet adventurous. He concludes that the stories were about making decisions based on right and wrong in his environment. Dr. Samir concludes by suggesting that while it's important to engage with international issues, local stories should also be prioritized. Dr. Samir concludes that stories from the past and present should drive public discourse towards future-oriented goals. Dr. Samir discusses India's soft power potential, emphasizing collaboration. He highlights India's global presence and the importance of civilizational stories. He emphasizes the importance of India leading in green and digital transitions, challenging China's dominance. Dr. Samir outlines India's offering as a tech-savvy, affordable solution for global green initiatives. Dr. Samir emphasizes the need to reform India's education system to produce champions. Dr. Samir discusses breaking the cycle of energy dependency to free human potential, envisioning India's full economic capability. He highlights how democratizing energy can empower women-led businesses and align with Prime Minister's initiatives. He concludes that such stories highlight democracy's strength in favoring underdogs. If you enjoyed this recap, give it a like and subscribe.